being in the project is all a mental thing also, you know what I'm saying? But shit is definitely real.
I've done a little research with regards to high paid athletes that um, have the opportunity to have these multi-million dollar deals, and for whatever reason, they end up losing those monies. And Sebastian's story is not uncommon. From the research that I've done, I found that, and this could be with anyone, it doesn't have to necessarily be professional athletes, but with the professional athletes that I have researched, I find that there's a running theme with regards to those that have lost their fortune, and it has a lot to do with their second and eighth house. When in astrology, when we're looking at the second house, we're looking at how we earn our money. Basically, this is the first money house of the zodiac, and it's how you earn your money. But I also looked at the eighth house as well, because this is opposite of the eighth house. The eighth house is about other people's money, other people's resources. So this is basically money and resources that are tied to other people, maybe through marriage, through business, or whatever that partnership looks like. And I found that when an athlete has significant placements or aspects with regards to the second and eighth house, you kind of see a theme of certain planets being in houses that could kind of reflect the rags to riches effect. One of the biggest things that I saw that was very common was in the second house of earned income, Pluto is present. So when we look at the planet Pluto, we're looking at the planet of extremes, extreme transformation, and evolution. When we're looking at it from the perspective of the second house, our earned income, this is actually Pluto in the second house is the rags to riches placement in astrology. So that goes from someone that is having a regular life or maybe even struggling financially in life, and for whatever reason one day something, an opportunity happens and it drops in their lap and they have this significant amount of money available to them. Now this could also look like just having a lot of extremes and transformations throughout your lifetime with regards to money, but in the case of a professional athlete, this is like literally signing a contract that changes your life financially. You go from not having any money to extremes amount of money. But just as fast as you can go from the rags to riches, Pluto can also do a transformation where it can take you back from riches to back to rags. So when we're looking at that, Pluto is very significant in this second house. You may want to look and see if you have this in your particular chart. And when I was looking at Sebastian's chart in particular, he does have Pluto in Scorpio, and it's in retrograde as well. So this was a very hard placement, being that it was in retrograde at the time of his birth, and it's in the sign of Scorpio. So I think a lot of his issues came from just poor management, money management, a lot of legal issues. I think he had a divorce. And he also, the legal issues had a lot to do with, I think pew pew possession. There was some gambling or some illegal gambling, and that all of things that are tied to Scorpio. Also, if the person has some heavy aspects or placements in their eighth house of other people's money and resources, say for instance, if they had like Saturn or Uranus could also have this effect in the second house where you go through unexpected events around money as well, because Uranus is the planet of unexpected events. But when we talk about the eighth house, we're talking about Saturn in particular, maybe Neptune as well. So this could play out with Saturn and Neptune being there. Saturn giving you a lot of lessons around money and how you tie yourself with other people. So when we're looking at it from the professional athlete standpoint, we're looking at managers, we're looking at accountants, we're looking at publicists, we're looking at everybody having their hands in this pot of money, and you're not really paying attention, especially if you have Neptune there. This could be deceit, this could be stealing, this could be a lot of deception around your money. This could also be some illicit activity as well with Neptune, because could be like a scamming energy as well. But also, it could be like you losing money through a divorce, maybe you losing money through taxes, tax evasion, things of that nature, maybe a bad contract or something. So the eighth house also plays a heavy role in an athlete's monies as well, because this is where we tie money to other people, and everybody has a piece of that pie. And if you're not paying attention, you can get yourself into trouble as well. So yeah, just kind of doing a little research. He's not the only athlete that I looked at. There is a theme with them with the second and eighth house. Do you have any of these placements as well? Personally, I have a second house stellium, so that should tell you a lot. And I have Pluto there as well. But yeah, I thought that was very interesting.